Toronto airport officials say all but 2 of the people injured yesterday when a Delta plane crashed and came to rest upside down are out of the hospital. Aviation investigators from Canada and the U.S. are now working together to determine what caused the accident. Officials delivering an update today said 2 recent snowstorms forced many flights to be canceled or delayed over the weekend. But they say it's too early to know if weather conditions played a role in yesterday's crash.
This would not be a time for us to have theory or to speculate on what caused the crash. So as I shared, we have a number of agencies that are here that are responsible for doing a thorough and full and complete investigation to determine all the causal factors. And we are looking forward to getting those results and to sharing those. And those will be shared very publicly once they are received.
Yesterday's crash happened just weeks after a series of deadly plane crashes in the U.S. CBS News correspondent Tom Hanson is in suburban Toronto with more.
Well, we're getting a little bit clearer of an image of just what happened yesterday in the scene that happened. But the million-dollar question remains, what was the cause of the crash? We still do not know the answer to that after hearing from the airport CEO here as well as first responders. Now, what she did say was in an event that was a worst case scenario, if you will. The first responders and the emergency response was very much a best case scenario. The first responders were carrying out their duties in a way that the CEO referred to as textbook. They were quick in their response. They got people out of harm's way in a very challenging scene, given the fact that there was some nasty weather conditions, including strong wind gusts up to 37 miles an hour. Now, one of the conditions that they went on to describe in this press conference was the fact that there was jet fuel involved, which is highly flammable. And so when you saw that plane burst into a ball of flames, that easily could have been very catastrophic for the people on board. So responding in a timely manner was paramount in getting people out of harm's way safety. They also mentioned some of the nature of the injuries that have been reported. And while they were not potentially life-threatening, that doesn't mean they weren't serious. We're talking about back sprains, neck injuries, head injuries. When you think about the people who were suspended upside down, almost like a bat, and then having to detach themselves from the buckle of the plane, you're talking about people who were falling to the ground before they could evacuate and get out. But all in all, we still do not know what caused this crash. However, we do know the extent of the investigation, or we can get a clearer picture of that. They did say that the fuselage will remain on the runway at least for a couple days as they continue their investigation. Presumably, the fuselage will be removed once the investigation wraps up. For now, it is basically blocking the longest north to south runway, the longest east to west runway, and so those runways will remain closed until this investigation wraps up. But still, as I mentioned, that big question remains: what caused the crash in the first place? That has yet to be answered. Back to you.
Tom Hanson, thank you.